Hello everyone, this is Agata Moon Astrology and Tarot. In today's reading, we ask our distant ancestors what important messages they want to communicate at present moment. So first I will pull 3 archetype cards to get an impression of the message nature. I will pull the gemstone for each card as well. So we have 3 cards of collective archetypes: Eternal Child, the Threshold, and the Judge. Think about it. Do you find some of these archetypes familiar? Look for what of these attracts you the most. If you still didn't chosen one, maybe the gemstones will help. For the card of the Eternal Child, we have the light green gemstone Prenite, the stone of kindness and compassion. For the card of the Threshold, we have the deep red gemstone Garnet, which was called by ancients the stone that shines in the night. And for the card of Judge, we have blue lace agate, the stone of communication. So please choose the one you like the most. You can also listen to the reading of every single group and take messages that you feel have value for you. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. If something doesn't fit, just leave it. And now when you have picked your group, you can jump straight to the reading. You will find timestamps in the description section below, or you can just listen to the whole video from the beginning till the end. Welcome to the reading pile number 1. Today we are reaching ancestors and their spirits and asking what important message they would like to send you at this moment of your life. Your archetype card is the Eternal Child, and you have the gemstone Prenite. Let's look at what other energy cards could help us in this reading. You have a card of Wounded Healer Chiron. You also have an oracle card Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Was that person who's reaching you your good friend, or does he want to become your friend and invite you for a cup of tea? Of course, in the symbolic sense, since we're reaching these souls that are no longer on earth. You have also these letters. This is an allusion to names, towns, and other information that could be related to that person that sends the message now. And now let's look at the tarot cards to clarify these hints. You have the card of Eternal Child, and you have a card of Fool. So you are at the beginning of something that has huge potential. That comes from your inner self, the primal energy, innocent and free, still unlimited by responsibilities and obligations. It is that eternal child that all of us have, but not everyone dares to express. This potential goes beyond reality, beyond our dreams, and is vast and full of enthusiasm and optimism. This could be a signal that a new path is starting for you, a new journey full of risks but very rewarding in the end. Whatever that is, the change in career, new romance, or adventurous trip. The period could be so exciting that you will put yourself in front of too many possibilities and lose yourself in dreams without action. The other risk is that enthusiasm, curiosity, and sometimes naivety could lead you to unmeasured risks. Be careful of life's cliffs that are always in front of us, especially when the passion runs so high that we prefer not to see the danger and not to consider the bigger picture. Think of how your choice will fit into the framework of your life and how it will influence people around you. Also, be careful not to hurt yourself in your journey. Here is this image of Chiron, and there is that story about the mythic figure Centaur Chiron, who was hurt by the arrow of Hercules. In one version, Hercules did it, and in another version, Chiron himself did it accidentally, and this wound couldn't heal. Now, there are helpers for you in your journey. First of all, your loyal friends. I like this dog following the fool, and you have a teapot here that says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Also, you have your ancestors that will guide you through your journey. It could be someone of the male kind or from the father's line of ancestors. To go with a passion to your new journey but also stand firmly on the ground without losing sight, you need to sort out your dreams and illusions first. Concentrate on those that will serve you and help you on the way, and leave those that will have no value or distract you. You can write it down, make notes, and make a plan that will let you be more realistic in your journey and be not so overwhelmed. Now, there are two big lessons to be learned here: how to moderate everything that keeps rolling around you, how to coordinate all activities, and how to have temperance and balanced emotions at the same time. The other lesson is how to manage your driving forces if they will pull you in different directions, and how to stay calm when inner and outer conflicts appear in your way. The promise here is to become a leader of your own life in its own right. The power person whose big ideas attract them and mobilize others around. The king knows how to act. He is a person of experience. He is not dreaming. He has no illusions. And he acts. He also is full of ideas and an abundance of vision and foresight. He is optimistic but realistic at the same time. He trusts his ideas and intuition, and no obstacles can stop him. And this kind of personality, with these traits, is the reward that was promised at the beginning of the fool's journey. Now, eternal child, at his best, is a trait of the personality that keeps a person alive and helps to find magic in this sometimes not so friendly world. This also means a close connection to your inner child. To be in good relations with timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life is so rare and so precious. With experience comes wisdom and understanding the value of pain, but it is also important not to lose that spark of youthful joy and enthusiasm. And I think that is the message of your ancestors. not to lose the spark of youthful joy and enthusiasm. But if you find yourself hurt in your way, there is that stone pranai that is considered a gemstone of kindness and compassion, and the healer's gemstone. It also allows you to be ready at all times. It helps with the dreams, to have better communication with them, to sort it out. Also, it improves foresight and intuitive knowledge and helps communicate with spirits and supernatural forces. So, if you feel the need, you can get this stone for yourself. So, this is what I have for you, pile number 1. I wish you all the good luck. Welcome to the reading pile number 2. Today we are reaching ancestors and their spirits and asking what important message they have for you. Your archetype card is the threshold and you have a gemstone garnet. Let's look at what other energy cards could help us in this reading. You have a card of Taurus energy here. You also have these letters. This is an allusion to names, towns, and other information that could be related to the person who sends the message now. You also have an oracle card, candle. You will be shown the way. Does it mean that your ancestors will be your guides on your way? We'll see. And now let's look at tarot cards to clarify these hints. The spread looks heavy. It seems that you need the spiritual guidance of your ancestors. So the candle and the angel indicate that you will be guided, perhaps by someone of the female kind or the one from your mother's family tree. Now, this card of threshold marks the period that you arrived at the borderline. That is the line of initiation to usher you into a new reality where you need to leave something behind, cross that threshold, and go further. It seems that in the beginning you were much more enthusiastic and joyful. You had a fire inside of you. You had dreams and inspirations to live, and you could enjoy the activities, the household, and the people around you. But something happened on the way. Maybe it even wasn't very clear at first sight, and all the responsibilities, all the burdens accumulated slowly through months or even years. And now you feel exhausted and defeated. Do you feel in crisis now? Do you feel that you have lost your inner fire, your power, and you need a bit more confidence to step out of this situation? Think about what sphere of life, work, home, or romance is reaching the bottom line. It seems that sometimes here comes the thought just to sneak away from this situation. The need to escape in secret so nobody can stop you or nobody even can see you doing it. Maybe you think that there is no other choice but to slip away. Are these things that must be hidden from others? Are there things that you are eager to better not to see and hide? Or you escaping reality that hurts you? So now it seems that you are at the threshold where you have to decide what to do next, how to behave, and what decision would be better in the long run. Even if the situation looks heavy for the spread, there are signs that not everything is lost. This figure lies down with many swords stuck in the back, and it seems there is no reason and no energy to get up and go. But you can see the dawn rising here. This is the hope from the mysterious box of Pandora, which always lies at the bottom, under all the bad things, and waits patiently for its turn. There is the sun here, in the card of Temperance, as the call for a journey, to look for your inner light that will lead you further. You have your guides with you, an angel and a candle here. You just have to take the courage to find the will and step out of that imprisonment that you are in now. These are all negative thoughts and worries about what and how it will be if you dare to move. When you stand on the borderline, on the threshold, it is always scary because it is a doorway to something new, and it requires you to leave behind some of your formed personality structures. It is a kind of transformation, and this card of eights confirms that. An astrology 8 is the house of underworld, and so you are pushed to step into realms of unknown territory, leaving the same things that do not work anymore behind, and to make space for something new to come into your life. So now let's see what instruments you have for that new chapter. You can prepare yourself for the new by gathering information that will be useful, so you will be informed when it is necessary. Perhaps it will be useful some information to keep to yourself and not share with others. Consider everything as a learning experience. Try to find that hope in the box of Pandora. This is the bottom, but the brighter horizons are waiting. The paralysis will not last forever, and you will find your way to recovery and the power to start the new path. The candle says, you will be shown the way. You also have the gemstone garnet. This stone was used as a source of light, the one who helps to find the light within. In the biblical flood story, was said that Noah used garnet to help him to distinguish day from night, since there was no light of sun and moon. It is also associated with the seed of pomegranate, the fruit of the underworld. So this also serves as a guide, as a shining light through the night of fear and uncertainty. So if you need one, this could serve as your guiding stone as well. The peace will come and you will find your emotions in balance once you decide that you have power within to make that first step. So this was the message for you from your ancestors. I wish you all the good luck in your journey. Welcome to the reading pile number 3. Today we are reaching ancestors and their spirits and asking what important message they would like to send at this moment of life. Your archetype card is the Judge, and you have the gemstone blue lace agate. Let's look at what other energy cards you have for this reading. You have a card of Sun energy here. You have also these letters. This is an allusion to names, towns, and other information that could be related to that person who sends the message now. You also have an oracle card, Gavel, that says involvement with the law. Could that mean that some of you have issues with the law, literally? Or perhaps that is just metaphor for something internal. We will see later. Now let's look at what tarot cards will be here to help to understand the message. Okay, so you have a Queen of Pentacles and Four of Wands. Both of them create an image of a safe and happy household where there is a warmth and comfort. It is an image where you can have all the sensual joys, prosperity, support, and generosity, where you celebrate life because you feel that safe and wealthy environment. Think about areas where you feel at home. That could be your personal life, that could be your professional life, family. It seems that in this area of life is everything good. Everything is complete at first sight. Because there you have the card of the Hanged Man, and that is the turning point in your life. Something threatens to destroy solid foundations and take you out of this comfort zone. It might be external circumstances or internal conflict. This situation reminds me of the magical tales about some regular family raising three sons, living in the village and doing usual things, until they hear the message that some kingdom has to be freed from the terrible dragon, or the family member dies and the brothers decide to go out into the world to look for happiness. So it is like a call triggered by some kind of circumstances, and for that reason everything changes instantly. You have to surrender to new circumstances and prepare for a trip, the journey to the unknown. And you cannot resist because there is no way back and the rewards promised are too seductive. In the tale, the reward is usually the kingdom, the princess, or the elixir of eternal youth. Now, in the real life, this is the promise of finding the true self, as it's shown by the halo of that hanged man. And the sun card. This is so-called enlightenment, reaching your essence and being in connection with life itself. Now, descending into the underworld with this hanged man and two cards referring to the judge and law could mean the meeting with the Egyptian goddess Maat, who embodies truth and justice in the world of the dead. In this myth, the man's heart is weighted on a pair of scales. On one part of the scale is his heart, and on another there is the feather. If the scales are balanced, this means that the man has led a good life. Now, for some of you, it could be the issues with law literally, as the circumstances that change your life one way or another. But for most, that will be a metaphor. The period where you stand in front of that symbolic judge. The judge could be life itself. Also, it could be challenges we meet. And it could be you yourself. Because sometimes we are our own worst critics and judges. think about what part of your personality is reaching out right now for a careful analysis and possible change. Is this part helping you to find the truth in life, to be led by morals and ideals, or it is building walls, separating you from others? Are your heart and your mind equal when put on scales? Now, perhaps for that reason, you have the gemstone blue lace agate, which is the stone of diplomacy and stabilization and harmonization of emotional and mental bodies. The promise here is the new beginning with that fresh, new, enlightened attitude. At first sight, these are the same things offered, nothing new, but now you will have a different understanding and different experience about how things on earth work. This hand is offering a coin that means material prosperity, business, financial opportunities, good health, and a lot of creative power. It suggests not just the coin, but the whole world. The card of the world is the last one in major arcana. The journey is completed and the self is finally found. So what's next? With these gifts that are promised at the end of this journey, you have the opportunity to experience that life never ends. The journey never ends. It always has this cycle of new endings and new beginnings. And you always have the opportunity for a new start, for a new beginning. The world is presented by zero, or it's like a womb, and that is the beginning and the end at the same time. And you always have been given opportunities to plant new seeds, no matter what obstacles come to your life. When you act from your true self and align with the natural cycles of life, all the world is in your hands. And that is the main message from your ancestors. So this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I wish you all the good luck in your journey. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss all the new videos.